So this is your syllabus for biology. My name is Miss Hoxton and my room number is 408. In order to see this as a presentation, if you'll click on where it says present, and then you can go to any of these topics that you would like to know more about, or you can come back to these and look at them anytime. But I'm going to start first with the course description. In biology, students observe and analyze the characteristic properties of living organisms, including becoming familiar with homeostatic functions. Homeostatic functions, we're going to see that homeostasis is basically a big science word for balance or stability. So what functions do we undergo to make sure that um, everything is working as it should in a balanced state? Exploring cellular structure and function and mechanisms of transport within cells. So you probably have covered a bit about cells, know some of the organelles or the structures inside of the cell. We'll look more in depth at these structures, or maybe look at some structures you've never seen before, the function of those structures. And a big deal for us at this level is the cell membrane and how materials move back and forth across that cell membrane. And your cell membrane is where homeostasis begins in our bodies. Classifying organisms. We're going to look at taxonomy, and this is a process of grouping organisms based upon similar characteristics, and surveying the kingdoms of living organisms. So we'll be talking about different types of organisms um, from each of the six kingdoms as the semester goes along. Students utilize critical thinking skills to develop a greater appreciation of life and man's role in preserving life and the environment. So, a part of what we'll look at this year is a part of biology called ecology. So, looking at how organisms interact with each other and how they interact with the environment. So, this leads us to the next part. They also analyze the cause and effect of the physical environment on the health and well being of organisms, as well as develop techniques in the application of proper laboratory techniques and safety. So usually in one of the science classes, you have a laboratory section. Um, Typically, these labs will come after we have gained a certain amount of knowledge, but it could also occur before. Components of this aspect of the course include microscopy. So we have lots of microscope, the use of dissection instruments. We do usually dissect a frog at the end of the semester, and the handling of laboratory chemicals and specimen. So we do have some chemicals that we use uh, when we're using the microscope and for various other labs. Now to get back to the main screen, you'll see this little arrow over here. Trust me, it's right behind there. And you click on it and it takes you right back to the main screen.